All right, hi everybody, welcome back. This is the Rush Presto album review from 1989. All right, it's produced by Rupert Hine with Rush and has additional keyboards by Rupert Hine and someone named Jason Snyderman. You got the normal gang of Rush back: Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Neil Peart, who writes the lyrics and is the drummer. Okay, Rush Presto was recorded June through August 1989 in Le Studio, which is over in, somewhere, and McClear Place in Toronto, and it was mixed in September 1989 at Metropolis, London. Okay, let's get right to it. It's 11 songs, 52 minutes, released on November 21st, 1989, which, if you think back to 1989, there's a lot going on. You're starting to get into this thing where rap's getting bigger and music is changing. It's pre-grunge, but there's like a lot of big hair bands playing ballads and stuff like that. And that's what's going on in 1989. Okay, like the Motley Crues and the Def Leppards and Warrant and all those bands are out there. This sounds like. It sounds like Geddy Lee is singing from 10 feet away from the microphone. And I think at first that really bothered me, but I listened to this a lot this year. I mean, I got this copy this year, and I listened to it a lot. And at first, over time that I've gotten used to that. Geddy Lee is singing in his beautiful Geddy Lee voice. He's not screaming. There's none of that on this album. And just overall, the production it's like a light and tinny sound. There's like a lot of high, like if you cranked up the EQ all the way on high, I mean, that seems to be what they did to the master on the studio. And there's like just this tinny sound to the whole thing. And it's overall a deliberate attempt to reduce the synths again from Hold Your Fire. So Hold Your Fire, they deliberately tried to do it to reduce the amount of synths and keyboards from Power Windows, but you could still hear it on Hold Your Fire. On this one, it's even a more deliberate attempt than the previous one. So Rush is getting away from the keyboards and they're getting back to the guitars, although with mixed results. Okay, and this is, again, it's another light pop, proggy pop. It's more pop than proggy, but it is proggy in instances, but it's mainly a pop. It's about as poppy as a Rush gets, okay? That's what we'll say. The cover art, rabbits galore. Plenty of rabbits, and there's a hat. There's like a magician's hat. And I mean, that's fitting. It's Presto. And these rabbits are coming out of a hill. I'm not sure what the hill is for. And cloudy skies. Now, Rush always puts like, I've noticed like cloudy or sunny skies, but there's always like some sort of natural thing on the album cover. By the way, this is not a remaster. This is an original Atlantic Records, so it doesn't say remaster here or anywhere. And I think the Rush remasters are generally better than the originals. I wish I had them all on remaster, but I don't. Let's flip through the, this is an original, but it does have the lyrics. And again, it's really small print. That's hard for me to read. And then you got a nice picture of the guys. You got Alex and then Neil in the middle and Geddy on this side. And Geddy's got the cool sunglasses on and he's got the hair. He likes to have the hair in the ponytail, and then you got this nice rock paper scissors. I'm not sure why they did that. That seems like it would be more fitting for the next album, Roll the Bones. But we won't go into Roll the Bones. Music by Lee and Lifeson, lyrics by Peart, produced by Rupert Hine and Rush, engineered by Steven Tyler. Okay, I'm looking who made the album cover. Is this a Hugh Sim? I actually don't know. Art direction by Hugh Sim. Okay, so it's another Hugh Sim. And he's the man. He does all the Rush album covers. Okay? So this is Presto, and on the back it's got it's very hard to read. It's you got this cloudy sky and then you've got black font. That wasn't a good decision. I would want it to be brighter, maybe even red. They've got the anthem here in red. Why didn't they make that red? That would have been cool. And then the disc, the disc is just, it doesn't have the, you know how some of the Atlantic records have the green and the red. This one doesn't have that. I mean, I have a million Atlantic records from Yes, and even a Porcupine Tree one. Okay, this is not a remaster, so what bothers me about that is they're still recording on analog equipment in the 80s, and they were really good at it, but to make it a digital master, I don't know why it suffers, but you really have to crank up the volume, and that bothers me about 80 CDs. And even the 70, like, it is what it is, okay? Let's get right into it. That's too much to talk about all the aesthetics. The first track is Show Don't Tell. It's 5 minutes and 1 second. Okay, this is the lead track. I think it was also the lead single. Is he singing about a court case? I'm not sure. Is it about OJ? Probably not, because this is 5 years before OJ, and I get that. So don't rip me in the comments. Genius says this is another song about Atlas Shrugged. I don't know. Maybe it is. I haven't read Atlas Shrugged. I do have a copy over there. It makes me want to read it. I do have I can see the Fountainhead too. I've got that. It's in 4/4 time. Show Don't Tell. It's in the key of C major. This is one of the better songs on the album, and it's also on the live album that precedes this stage, which is called Different Stages. I prefer the studio, although the live version's just as good. The live version is more it's more heavier. The instrumental part before the final chorus has a cool vibe to it, with Geddy hammering on his bass. That you know what I mean. And this is a verse, pre-chorus, verse, pre-chorus, instrumental, bridge, with another pre-chorus and a chorus at the end. And that's the song. Okay, good song, so the album's off to a good start. But the general feel that you get on that song is sort of how the rest of the album feels. And we'll deal with that later, okay? The second track is Chain Lightning, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. This is the song that it's got like a slight Batman vibe to it. Kind of like there's a King Crimson album called Thrack, and it kind of reminds me of Batman, but this one definitely does. And it's got a da 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 da. I think I got that right. Genius says it's spread of information like lightning. That's what chain lightning is. And Geddy Lee is singing Neil Peart's lyrics: respond, vibrate, feedback, resonate, sundogs, fire on the horizon. It's something like in that cadence. It's an okay song. It's another one. It's similar to the last one: verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, guitar solo. But it ends different. It's a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, outro, and that's nice in the outro. The outro is part of it's like they're singing part of what's in the chorus. That's Chain Lightning. The pass is 4 minutes and 51 seconds. It's a song about suicide, a pretty dark topic for Rush. They don't usually get that dark. If you listen to Metallica, there's like 10 suicide songs. Bum 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 bum. It's Geddy Lee playing that line on the bass like he's strumming power chords. And I think The Pass is one of the best songs on the album. I like what Geddy plays during the chorus, the dum diddle dum dum, dum diddle dum dum, dum diddle dum dum. And then the bridge isn't a dramatic change up to the music. It's just a bridge that fits the song. I like when the bridges are really jarring and make you think, whoa, that was unexpected, but not in this one. The Pass is a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, instrumental break, and then a bridge, and then chorus. So we kind of got, it's not, I wouldn't say really formulaic song structure on this album, but there's definitely following a pattern here. Track 4 is Warpaint, 5 minutes, 24 seconds. There's like a nice light synth playing in the background when Getty's singing in the verse. It's pretty standard Rush song and around this era, around the 80s era. So it's a 16 bar verse, 16 bar chorus. And at the end of the chorus, he tags on a phrase, like an additional phrase or 4 bars of "the mirror always lies." And then it's a 16 bar bridge and an 8 bar guitar solo. And you could also call the guitar solo the bridge, and then the bridge would be a third verse. But it's a decent song. Who cares? Boys and girls together, let's paint the mirror black. Paint it black. That's what Geddy Lee's singing. I don't know what the song is about, even after hundreds of listens. It's kind of a cool song. It's a verse, chorus, bridge, guitar solo, outro, and outro again it's part of the chorus he's singing. And they've definitely gone for like a more mainstream song structure. Just, I don't know if they're going for radio play or what they were doing. I'd be interesting to read about. I would want to read about that. I would want to hear what Geddy and Neil had to say about it. Track 5 is Scars. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. When I read the lyrics to this song, I kept thinking about there's this part in Family Guy where Peter Griffin's going, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who did this to you? That's what I was thinking when I read the. Okay, Scars is a faster tempo song. It's 120 beats per minute, and the bass is the lead, and it's in the key of F major, and it's not a sad song like when you think of Peter Griffin. I think he's listening to Lionel Richie. Okay, it's not like that. That's just what I thought of when I read the lyrics. Scars, it's a fine song. It's another verse. This one's different. It's verse, chorus, chorus, verse, chorus, chorus, verse, chorus, 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 bridge, chorus, chorus, chorus. So this one they really changed it up. But good tune. Solid. Not a standout, but just solid. Track 6 is Presto. 5:45. Looks like all the times are matching up with what's on the internet. Look at the song structure for this one. It's quite unusual even for Rush. A song with 6 choruses and then chorus 1, 2, 3. Presto. The song starts out like Show Me, Don't Tell Me or The Past, where if you weren't paying attention, you could be fooled that that's what's starting again. But then it completely changes to like a fast acoustic strumming by Alex Lifeson, and then a big thumping bass in it. And if I could wave my magic wand is the chorus line. It's more like a pre-chorus, and then a chorus 2 is more like a chorus after the pre-chorus, if you follow that. Whoever wrote this strong song structure out on Genius for this album sucks. I don't necessarily agree with it. The lyrics on the last couple of songs really has me thinking that Alex is not in a good mental state. Just like singing about scars, and if I could wave the magic wand. I wonder what's going on in Alex's mind. But anyway, this is a intro, verse, chorus, chorus, verse, chorus, 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 chorus. Okay. But like I said, the chorus 1 is more like a pre-chorus, and chorus 2 is more like the chorus. So if that's the case, then it's more like the other songs on the album. 7 is Superconductor, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Lyrics again on this one referencing a he and a she. That's like, to me, when I hear songs like that, that's like David Gilmour, Polly Sampson writing. That's like their kind of lyric writing. They're telling a story about a boy and a girl fighting or not getting along or something. It's not like for imaginative storytelling. I'm not sure what's going on here with Neil, but why he's writing songs like this. I kind of like the song anyway. It's a catchy tune in the key of F major, and it's a faster tempo again at 160 beats per minute. It's a verse, chorus 1, chorus 2, verse, chorus 1, chorus 2, chorus 1, chorus 2, chorus 2, outro. Again, I don't agree with this. That's the way they have it written down on Genius. To me, the chorus 1 is like a pre-chorus, and the chorus 2 is like a chorus. So if that's the case, then it's much more like the other songs on the album. The pre-chorus is 8 bars, and the chorus is 16 bars, and that makes sense to me for Rush. Superconductor. That's what he's singing. Superconductor. Track 8 is Anagram. It's 4 minutes. It's a song inspired by the movie Blazing Saddles. So Neil's like, nah, at least he's in a better mood on this song. The song starts out as a light pop song, and the lyrics don't make any sense, and they're not supposed to. Anagrams are just moving the letters around to make new words for the same letters. That's what he's doing here. It doesn't make sense. Don't try to make sense and analyze the lyrics. It's in the key of C major, and it's 126 beats per minute. It's pretty standard for Rush. It's an 8-bar chorus, a 16-bar verse, and then in the middle there's a 16-bar jam, like instrumental jam. And the song structure is a verse, verse, chorus, verse, verse, chorus, verse, bridge. That, and then the jam, and then the verse, 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 chorus. It's an okay song. It's fine. It's better writing than Hold Your Fire for the most part. Track 9 is Red Tide. By the way, I did this task. I want you to do the test too, though. Can ask Chat GPT how many Rush songs mention the color red. I had a friend do that for me, and he said 3, but it's got to be way more than 3. It's got to be way, because there's Red Barchetta, and then there's the 2 songs on Grace Under Pressure, like Red Sector A, and then what's the song at the end where he's singing I Feel Red? But there's got to be more than just that. There's got to be like 5 or 6 or 7 Rush songs where they're singing about red. Someone will tell me. Someone will say it in the comments. Red Tide. This is not a false alarm. This is not a test. There's a lot of emotion in that line when Geddy's singing it. Key of A minor. This is unusual for Rush, that, you know, their favorite key is D major. 148 beats per minute. It's pretty fast tempo, and the rest is just standard Rush. 16-bar bridge. There's some light keyboards happening during the chorus, but this is mainly an Alex Lifeson driven, playing the lead melody line on electric guitar, and it sounds pretty cool. It's a verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus, outro, and the outro is singing the bridge part of the song. And that is Red Tide. 2 more tracks left. Track 10 is Hand Over Fist at 4 minutes 11 seconds. It's either in G major or C major. I looked at sheet music. Looked like G major on the sheet music. The internet says it's C major, but I mean F major has an F sharp in it. That's the difference between C and G. They're almost the same key. It's in 4/4 time. There's light guitar playing at the beginning, and the little guitar line that Alex plays throughout, the dot 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 dot. Okay, I think that's cool. It's a chorus, verse, verse, chorus 2, verse, verse, chorus 3, chorus 4. That's the song. And I can't remember what he's singing about, but Neil's kind of all over the place on this album. 11 is Available Light, 5 minutes 3 seconds. That's the final track. It's the absolute best song on the album. Okay, and I mean that. The piano chords at the beginning key, it's a key of A minor, by the way. That's probably the first chord. Bum, bum, bum. It's unusual for Rush to write a song in A minor, and those minor chords are really powerful, because, you know, Rush is normally like, you can feel when you're in a major key, you can feel that. It's a happier tone. But they chose a minor key and it works perfect. 16 bar verse. Chorus, again, this is another one where chorus one feels more like a pre-chorus. It's a repeat, it's a 8 bars repeat for 16 bar total, and then the chorus 2 has a time change or something in it, but it feels like 16 bars. Looks like an 8 bar guitar solo in the middle of the song before the bridge. Verse, chorus. So let's just call it what it is. It's a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then repeat the chorus, and then a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, and then the pre-chorus, bridge, outro. The outro is parts of the chorus one. That's a cool track. That's the best, to me, that's the best track on the album. And I'm glad they buried it last, because it's like I like when they artists do that. To me, it's like a reward for listening to the whole album. That's a muy bueno effect that I like. Okay, so Rush Presto 1989. This is a step in the right direction for after Hold Your Fire. Hold Your Fire is the last of stage 3. It's the last for Mercury Records. They're transitioning to Atlantic Records, and this is a good step. Like I said at the beginning, a remix is in order, and I even read where Neil Peart said this was the album he would most want to re-record. I was reading an interview and someone asked him, like, what would you like to re-record? And he said Presto, and I agree. I can hear it. I wish they would re-record it and remix it. Or if they could just, like, change the way the vocals are done. Because every song, it's like Geddy Lee sounds like he's in the back of the room. Kind of like me. I mean, I'm recording this on an iPad or a Mac. I wish I had a microphone right here. It'd sound better. But the songs are better here, but the production isn't great. And I take issue with those that say this is the worst Rush album. It's not the worst. It's definitely better than Hold Your Fire. And like I said, there aren't any bad Rush albums, but this one isn't one that really pops out or jumps out at you as like one of their best ones. Okay, so Rush Presto. Thanks everyone. Coach Plyo Guy out.